I'm ready to fight. The Turning. Now, The Turning is based off of an old classic novella called The Turn of the Screw. And in this film, we follow Mackenzie Davis's character. She is a nanny who's going to work at this remote estate. But of course, once she arrives, she starts thinking she's seeing ghosts in the house, and something just doesn't feel right. Now, The Turning, it was a film that honestly, I didn't know what to expect. The trailers didn't really impress me all that much. So, I was hoping for a really, really cool gothic horror film, but it's also January, so really, I didn't know what to expect. So I went in pretty, mind clear, about to watch a horror movie, no preconceived notions. This movie is the first horror film I have seen in a really long time, maybe since The Devil Inside, where it has really worked my nerves. I mean, I'm ready to fight, y'all. This irked me so bad. This is an embarrassment of a horror movie, y'all. The reviews for this movie were abysmal. But it's also January, so I was like, y'all, maybe I've liked abysmal reviewed horror films before. I know my taste is, not the greatest sometimes. So I sat down in the theater and I was watching it, and I was like, this is pretty dull. It's pretty basic by the numbers. I mean, Mackenzie Davis and most definitely Brooklyn Prince is giving really great work. The movie looks nice. There's some cheap jump scares where I'm like, wait, what was she reacting to? It happened too fast, type of ordeal. But ultimately, I was just kind of like clocked out. It was, I was like, this is about a 2 out of 5 star film, just not working for me. And then what I'm probably going to spend the majority of this review talking about is how self-destructive and almost iconically bad the ending is for this movie. Y'all, it is atrocious. It is not even an ending. And I'm not going to spoil it fully, but I will say it is like watching a movie and then it just cuts off. Because that's kind of what this movie was like. You're watching it and then it just kind of cuts off. Now, I get that in the original novella, there's a lot of ambiguity to it. There's been a bunch of different interpretations from the Nicole Kidmans, the others, to the old-time classic, The Innocents. So there's a lot of many different interpretations. But just cutting your movie off, what feels like mid-movie, is not ambiguity. It's half a movie. The main character is really starting to question her sanity, and we really feel the tension start to somewhat rise in this dull movie. It literally cuts off. I mean, not literally. It's like the credits start rolling while the movie, in a sense, is happening behind the screen. And it's not only is it such a 90s thing to do, but it is so jarring to the point that everyone in the theater remain seated because they were like, there's surely got to be more. This has got to be like some little gimmicky trick or something that they're pulling to us, and we're about to start the final act of the movie, because clearly the final act is what's missing in this film. This cannot have got greenlit. This movie was filmed like 2 years prior to this release. So something must have happened behind the scenes. They must have realized they had such a dull movie, so they removed the ending just to get people worked up and talking about it. Because that's the only reason why I could generally comprehend this ending. Because if I see a movie worse than this, then it had to have been directed by the devil himself. I mean, look, I was not a fan of the Grudge reboot that came out earlier this year, but I would happily rewatch that movie any day of the week before I would put myself through The Turning again. And honestly, Henry James, I am so sorry. Your classic novella does not deserve this level of treatment. I still to this day feel like I'm sitting in the theater waiting for the final act to begin, and I saw it like 3 days ago. I really don't know what to say. I am sorry you clicked on this video. There are tons of other videos you could have watched. Overall, The Turning is an atrocious, basic, dull horror film that, while may offer some solid visuals and great performances, feels incomplete by its absolutely self-destructive, iconically, laughably bad ending that will leave you dumbfounded walking out of the theater. as the score goes, I'm going to give The Turning a half out of 5. Let me know in the comment section below how mad you are about this movie. Everyone universally had to hate this movie. I can't see anyone really liking it, but if you do like it, please defend it. I will not let anyone talk negative to you. Negativity is not allowed on this channel. You are welcomed and safe. So let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm Slash Movie Reviewer, and you guys have just been Slash. Please let the next movie be good.